time is nigh. Open up your eyes to see the signs of the times. Got to be wise to all of their lives. Look to the sky from where my help comes. Wake up, got to wake up from the slumber. Don't let them pull you under. Rise up of the water. Never let them wrestle you into the mud.
Yeah, we up and running. Let me see. Are we looking? Yeah, we up and. Greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, Empress Menen. Yes, family. One perfect balance. Yes, family. Greetings and welcome to another magnificent Monday of your favorite program, Politically Incorrect. And if we're not correct, you already know. Give us a call and just get it correct. Tonight is that kind of night where we're going to continue from last week. On Friday, if you was here with us, you would know that we touched on some real sensitive stuff. I got some calls all weekend about that. The material is credible, it's factual, and more importantly, it is available for those who didn't catch it. Go back and watch it on Friday. It was, that kind of program. So tonight we're going to just fill in the gaps. We kind of missed out a bit. Just 1 or 2 gaps. Don't really plan on staying up too long. Got a few things I want to accomplish. So I want you to bear with me tonight. Get a pen. We're just going to review some information, yeah? Having said that, I'm here trying to set my program up. Where can we find Politically Incorrect? I just got to look for my own program online. Imagine that. Here we go. Yeah, got it. Yeah, I learning. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to talk about some stuff tonight, including this bank that seems to be the hot topic, Afromex Bank. The Afro-Exim Bank, this is the one that's coming out of Africa. And yeah, briefly, just food for thought. More importantly, I want to review some town hall meetings, and I want to touch on this press conference I had a couple of days ago. And also, let's go back and visit that interview with the Rockefeller Foundation. Some things were said. I don't think people paid attention. I just have a question about it. So go tell a friend and tell a friend. We are going to review our prime servant speeches tonight and see if we can extract some information when she's in double speak mode. Was she telling us something or is she prophesying? Question, is our prime minister prophesying? That's the question. Let's find out tonight on Politically Incorrect. The art of deception. One of the two. Anyhow, having said that, let me drop a tune real quick. I know. Wait. Go tell a friend. Let me just drop this tune right here quick. Y'all might recognize these lyrics. You might recognize the lyrics. Well done. All the politicians there, man. Well done. Round of applause.
In your face, them a smile up. Behind your back, I'm money, them a pile up. Try to start your business and them quick.
Tell a friend, family.
Hey, well done.
Mr. Politician, man. Wait. I gotta pull that from the top, man. I can't play them tunes once. Well done, Mr. Minister. You've done a wonderful job selling out the country with your business plan. There's no future for the youth. If you defer the debt for later, they're like saying that the youth pay for debt. That they know nothing about, man.
In your face, them a smile up.
What?
Behind your back, I'm money, them a
pile up.
Try to start your business and them quick for spoil up. Hey, well done. Mr. Politician, man.
Tell a friend, family.
Done a wonderful job at tear down with country demolition, man.
Skibbly bang.
Well done, Mr. Politician, man. You done such a great job selling out with country with your business plan. Well, you forget a round of applause for all the work you're doing. Decisions where you make will left the country in a ruins, yo. Strictly personal gain you're pursuing, so the tax rate higher than the planes where you're fluing.
Yes.
We gonna make you deal with the IMF, no we on a backside, none a sugar cane.
No airport or port.
Beaches, the Spanish them go screeching in,
No airport or seaport.
It's well done,
Well done.
well done,
Well done.
politician man.
Mr. Politician.
You done a wonderful job at tear down.
Politics, man.
Demolition man.
Politics.
Skibbly bang, well done.
The Prime Minister prophesied.
Mr. Politician man.
Was it the art of deception?
You done such a great job selling out
Tonight, let's uncover it, man.
business plan,
Tell a friend and tell a friend.
which is to keep poverty and unemployment and
The rise.
corruption and not to
Mention the fries.
election and when the tension arrives. So you buy with Kentucky, not to mention the fries. Anything to secure your vote, and then you rob the people to secure your vote. We go to Thailand where the Chinese own. No, Jamaica is a Chinese loan.
Chinese loan.
Well done,
Chinese loan.
well done,
New stadium.
politician man.
This is a grant.
You done a wonderful job at tear down with
This is a grant.
politician man.
Bill us a brand new stadium for free.
Well done, Miss Politician Lady.
A whole new stadium for free.
Done such a great job selling out the country and you still not pay.
They can't give me the money to fix the road for free.
Inflation was successful.
Something wrong, family.
So when me met the US, the exchange,
Can't trick the Rasta, man.
the dollar getting weaker, and the solar light bill it would have cheaper, but a JP
Give me money, but then give me a grant.
Ebenezer.
Make it make sense, man.
To get the people,
Let's take the loan, not the grant.
here you buy a better vehicle. The things you do are beat with bad.
Woo!
You manage to keep your job.
With
So
a dead row, man.
you're well
Well
done,
done.
Mr. Politician man.
Minister on the mad pressure here.
A wonderful job at tear down
Pressure.
country demolition man.
Watch my show on it tonight, man.
Very well done,
Well done.
well done,
Well done.
politician lady. You done such a great job selling out the country. Coming like Humpty Dumpty now.
Listen, family.
Congratulate them, you know.
You do not want to miss it tonight. You gotta hear this for yourself. I know a lot of y'all saw the video.
Yeah, man, I know
Y'all
things
ain't hear
will not
what
go on,
happened.
you
Y'all
know.
skip through it.
But you them see it still, so we give thanks. Yeah, man.
You gonna look at it tonight, though.
Kabaka P.
Kabaka, give me Kabaka Pyramid. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Big tune, family. If you all know it, that is Kabaka Pyramid. Brethren from down the yard. Big tune, big tune. Go check it out. The link is in the comment as usual. As usual. Well done. I see my banner family up in there. Greetings, family. Oh gosh, boy. Big up to all the Guyanese. My Guyanese family, you're large and in charge. Maria, I see you too, family. Miss Cox, welcome. Ron, I see you. Jacqueline and Jackie, family in the building. Empress, you don't know. You got to chime in tonight on this one. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. John, I see you too. Big up to the family. Tell you all across the region. Dominica, Antigua, St. Lucia. Boy, oh gosh, boy. Yeah, I love the pitons, man. Oh, yeah, gotta say. Daffodil, I see you, family. Joyette, Ann, I see you, man. Greetings, family. I'm glad you joined us tonight, too. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Is that our night? The art of deception, or is our prime servant a prophet? I should have write that right there, man, because y'all ain't gonna believe what I discover. I feel like Columbus right now. Well, not Columbus, because y'all already know that wasn't his name, right? For those who didn't know it, that's definitely not the man names. Go type it in, Google, what's Columbus' real name? I can't help say it, man. That's a little bits in between for those who might not be tuning in for the first time. Go tell a friend to tell a friend, family. That's how this thing go around. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Politically incorrect. No, I was listening to the program on Friday, African Thunderstorm, and man, oh man, it was something else. It was something else. All I can tell you, man, is that right now, look, well done, Mr. Politician, man. It's like, where do I start tonight, though? Do I start it at the top? You know what? Like spirit lead. I think I should start abroad and then bring it home. I think that's what we should do. Start abroad and then bring it home. Yeah? We all think about that. I just gotta I just got to touch on two spots here real quick. Let me just go straight to it. I ain't wasting the time at all. I going straight to it. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it. Right here. Let me see. I think it's right here. Right here. That's the Q mark. That's the Q mark. Yeah. Had it queued up. Had it queued. Had it queued. I want y'all to pay attention to this right here, man. And make it make sense for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm gonna let this just run. I'm gonna share this one real quick with y'all. You get right into it. Just for the record, though, family. It's with a heavy heart. It's with a heavy heart that I don't know if I should play the video. Maybe at the end of the program, I will play it. But I just want to say right now, I don't like doing the condolence thing, family, because I don't, but more strength to the family of Alexandra Cosmetic Pile. A sister Alexandra Pile was her brand name. She was also known to others as Ashley. I was told that there was a young lady who was found hanging in her store in Pelican Village. And at first I was very concerned, but then this morning I heard it was a very dear friend, and a young lady, if I'm not mistaken, I think she was 23 years old. I could be wrong, but I think she's about 23 years old. There's that number again. And I was told that I'm not sure what happened, family. That's the truth. I really know. I really don't know what happened. And that bothered me for most of the day because I don't know the young lady to be such a type, Had a lot going for her. Very divine child, a real God child. You know what I mean? You can see it, her vibrancy. Man. Family, just send some kinetic energy to her family right now. Nothing but hearts out to the family. And, I don't know, man. I don't know if I buy that story, to be honest with you. So I gonna request that Black Lion Security look into it on a spiritual level and see what they see, because it just ain't making no sense. But I play a video at the end of the program and yeah. Trying to balance it all together. Finally, we're losing our young people. We're losing our young ones, we losing them to different things, the system and directly. And I'm going to just say this as a disclaimer. Mental health is a serious issue. I'm not saying she was suffering from any mental issues, to my knowledge. I was unaware of that. I mean, we all have our challenges. People talk about mental issues as an issue in Barbados. The most people with mental issues in Barbados is the politicians. The people with the most mental issues in Barbados is the politicians. I mean, straight up. It's evident in the things they say and do. And that's just the reality. I can't say for all of them, but overwhelming majority of them got some clear mental issues. I mean, when a man could openly admit that he'd sleep with a goat. Yeah, he said it. When a minister could admit that he'd sleep with a goat in the bedroom, bed with the goat in the jacuzzi tub, and the goat that's just be having fun. I don't know what sort of fun you have with a goat, a pet goat in the bed in your house. Kind of shit. I know about fish tank and maybe a cat, a little bird or something. So even a snake, but a goat, a pet goat in the house, in the bed, in the bar, in the jacuzzi with you. The problem is y'all see that as normal. That's how you know when it's sick, man. What's sorry not? What's sorry? Anyhow, I don't know the young lady to have any mental issues, like I said, so I don't know if I buy into it, man. But Ashley, may you rise in power, and may you, do your shadow work if you have to, if indeed it was unjust. You know what I mean? Real thing, man. Little angel for real, man. Real thing. Take my moment of silence, though. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, family. We got to look out for each other. And I say it again. Yes, I'm aware that mental health is a serious thing. I'm not taking it for granted. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I don't know if I buy into the idea that the sister right there did that. I don't know if I buy into that. I don't know. I don't know if I buy into that. So more strength to the family. At the end, I would put up a tribute myself because, like I said, there's a dear friend, personal friend, a rising star, man. Had so much potential from very young. Always respectful. Anyhow, more love to the family, more light, energy, guidance, protection. That one there rough, man. Anyhow, bear with me, family. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. In fact, let me just play this real quick. Take a listen here, family.
Now, I want to explain the difficulty of getting people to change, and that's why I'm really thanking you from the bottom of my heart. Something that is simple and a no brainer and costs nothing. That you have a climatic event, that you suspend the payment of the debt for 2 years to preserve the integrity of the instrument, rather than worrying whether I'm going to pay or not. Now, if you can't get people to accept that when it costs them nothing, and it simply requires a decision making on a legal clause, tells you the scale of the opposition. Similarly, if we
The scale of the opposition. The scale of the opposition. Okay, let's remember them words.
this is not an academic session, and nobody has brought money to the table yet on adaptation in any serious way. Nobody has brought money for loss and damage. My country, in about a week, 10 days, will go and issue blocks for natural gas. I don't want oil. We do not want oil. But we will
Listen.
issue for natural gas
Listen
to be
carefully.
able to make hydrogen. Why? Because whether we like it or not, there are 300,000 people depending on us. And whether we like it or not, with increased interest rates and reduced opportunities for borrowing, and increased expenditure with hurricanes coming the first time in 66 years and a water scarce country,
Y'all miss it or y'all didn't miss it? Y'all missed it or y'all didn't miss it? I'm gonna play that one again.
increased interest rates and reduced opportunities for borrowing, and increased expenditure with hurricanes coming the first time in 66 years and a water scarce country,
Y'all miss it? You miss it? I'm gonna play it one more time. Is our prime servant a prophet? Or is she telling us something, family? Y'all tell me.
interest rates and reduced opportunities for borrowing,
Wait, hold on.
and increased
Let me go
with
back.
increased interest rates and reduced opportunities for borrowing,
Reduce. Wait, hold on. Let me play this again. Listen very carefully. This is the interview a few months ago at the Rockefeller Foundation. This is the fireside chat with the Prime Minister of Barbados and the UK Minister. Listen very carefully. See, you can't say you didn't know. Listen.
whether we like it or not, with increased interest rates and reduced opportunities for borrowing, and increased expenditure with hurricanes coming the first time in 66 years and a water scarce country,
Let me see who get that, man. Let me see who get that, man. Water is plentiful in Barbados. I agree, but according to her, it's a water scarcity. What else? What else was said? What else was said, family? Let me see who's paying attention. What else was said? What else was said? Financial guru and a meteorologist wrapped up in one. For the first time in, hold on, I can play it again in case y'all miss it. Now, explain, please, can somebody explain this to me? Why would our prime servant go on an international stage and say this?
increased interest rates and reduced opportunities for borrowing, and increased expenditure with hurricanes coming the first time in 66 years and a water scarce country,
Hurricanes coming for the first time in 66 years. Now, I could be wrong, right? But let me give you the date on this thing right here, real quick. Hold on a second. To my knowledge, this was supposed to be 2 months ago. Was there a hurricane that passed here 2 months ago that I missed? Because sometimes I'd be a little busy. You know, it might be in the farm, head down in the mud, planting, pulling up weeds. I might have missed it. Because when she said hurricanes coming here for the first time in 66 years, can somebody tell me what she's talking about? And it was a scarcity back then that we only been told now that's a scarcity and we are the sanctions all of a sudden. Because this is 2 months ago, minimum. Is our prime servant prophesying? Or, somebody tell me what's going on. Kevin, she said hurricanes coming for the first time in 66 years. What is Mia Amor Motley talking about? Hurricanes coming. Want to know something we don't know? Cause, like I said, I might have been busy on the farm, family. I might have had my head down planting or pull up weeds or the cowitch. You know, many cowitch is good friends. No, cowitch don't even bother me. I can't. This got me beat bad. I don't know how I learned. I immune to cowitch. Strangest thing. I can't. Whether it green, brown, pitch black, decaying, I just move it and throw it away. I can't understand it. I don't know. I don't advise you do that though. Just my disclaimer. But tell me what's going on. I missed the hurricane, family. What's she talking about? Let me see the comments. Hold on, because I might have missed this thing. Let me see what happened here. Hurricane coming. She's a weather Sharman. Oh man, she called the rains like red Indians used to. I don't know. Hurricanes coming. We had hurricanes in the region every year. I'm just trying to say. She said hurricanes coming for the first. How she say hurricanes coming? We had hurricanes pass us, but not really hurricanes. We had depressions pass us that turned to hurricanes. We never really had the hurricanes coming at us. But she said hurricanes coming for the first time in 66 years. That got me a little concerned. What does she mean? And it was water scarcity. So now that we on this particular pause for water, you know what I personally feel? China has a habit of mining water and shipping it back to China for whatever reason. I don't know. But I don't know if these grants and these projects, the money we got, why China ain't give us a grant to fix Scotland District, but give us a grant to build a stadium? Make it make sense. Why did China not give us a grant if they care so much about the country? Why care more about sports than the infrastructure? Why is it that you lend us money to build a road that for the concern got issues according to what the neighbors in the community is saying, as opposed to now a grant to build a stadium? Is it more money to build a stadium than we got to build the road? Are you asking for a friend? Can somebody please tell me how much money was given to the road versus juxtaposed to what was given to the grant to build the stadium? And don't get me wrong, are you all about sports for the children? All about it. Are you all about progress as well? But not at the expense of the future generations of this nation. I was told it's going to be Barbara. It's going to be a better. Man, hold on. Let me get to that in a minute. Let me get to it in a minute. And let you listen to her yourself. I won't even say it. I won't even say it, man. I won't even say it, man. Increase the hurricanes that has patterns attached. Yeah. Appearance. Well, the hurricanes, I don't know, man. That one got me, Sonia. How we get water scarce? We surrounded by water. We got desalination plants surrounded by water, but we scarce on water. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Straight up. Somebody says she's a demon. That one is a heavy one, man. She been begging. Hurricanes. Yeah, I bet. The Heart Project. I don't know. Miss Griffith, tell me what's going on. Glenn, tell me what's going on, man. Why are we under these drug sanctions? Seems like this is just another way to divide the country with people spying and reporting others. Yeah, but you know what it could be too? Maybe somebody else is mining the water from the aquifer. Maybe somebody is drilling and pumping the water from the aquifer and doing something else with it. So you can't trouble it because they pumping it off. So, like we get put on pause while they get full access. I mean, I've seen videos where China was about to place mining water. The future is going to be water. Who control the water, control the world. Remember that. Good night, Richard. I see you, family. We're surrounded by water. Make it make sense, family. You got to listen to this thing, man. Y'all got to listen to this thing, man.
With increased interest rates and reduced opportunities for borrowing, and increased expenditure with hurricanes coming the first time in 66 years and a water scarce country, we've got to meet the needs of people. And by saying no oil, a few oil and gas companies will laugh at us and say, oh, they're loony because you can't get gas without oil.
Listen.
There's a small possibility. And then there are a few state-to-state partnerships that we will go for, and one or two may or may not take the option to have a future and to pay for that option for the future. And then maybe somebody might even say, we'll pay you to keep the natural gas in the ground.
Maybe somebody would say, we will pay you to keep the natural gas in the ground.
My simple point is that we have to do something.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna miss that one, man.
The option to have a future and to pay for that option for the future. And then maybe somebody might even say, we'll pay you to keep the natural gas in the ground. My simple point is that we have to do something because the world is not doing anything at sufficient pace to allow us to meet the needs of our people. And the rest of the countries who have oil and gas, who may not want to say only gas, but who are prepared to use oil, are prepared to do it because they feel that the disparity in who benefits and who still has opportunity, because the International Energy Association says 2050 net zero is still 20% fossil fuel. So that Chevron is still working, Total is still working, Eni is still working, all of the others are still working. Where is the equity?
Where is the equity? You see, this is my point. This would be my point. Equity. How are we going to then level off this playing field and juxtapose this nation with bigger countries that have vast amounts of resources? How we compete in that market? Make it make sense. How do you level that? How do you compare yourself to England, America, China? How do you level the playing field? Because if it is that you're saying based on the GDP, well, how about per capita? They're saying multiply Barbados as terms of opportunities and give us the kind of wealth that give China. In fact, China don't get wealth. China has their own wealth. Let me fast forward to point number 2. Let me go to the next section. All the way down here. All the way in the cut. All the way in the cut, family. Let me make it make sense. Let me make it make sense. Hold on a second. Let me does it right here? I feel so.
Simple ambition. If we can get a few countries together to be able to launch that, we go therefore with a record. And then we start the conversations with oil and gas, with heavy mining, etc.
Okay, we're gonna. My friend in the media here has got one fast question. Really,
one fast question. I want y'all to listen to this very carefully because the truth of the fact is, when I first watched this, somehow I missed this part. But God love the ancestors. They said, no, go back and listen to it again. And when I listened to it again, and I heard this, y'all gotta listen to this very carefully. Can somebody please correct me if I'm wrong? My mom put on the microphone. She was done.
Be fast.
Shabtai Gold with Devex. Are you worried that all of this is going to lead to social unrest, or maybe not?
Let me pull this back, family. I want y'all to listen to what this man asked this woman here. After what she said in this interview, I want you to listen to what this man asked her and then watch her whole response to the question. Listen very carefully.
Shabtai Gold with DevX. Are you worried that all of this is going to lead to social unrest? Or maybe not worried. Maybe you're looking forward to seeing people take to the streets.
I don't think that anybody who has their right mind in place will look forward to people taking and going to the streets in social unrest. Look, I do believe that the world is facing a mental health epidemic given the last 3-4 years.
Pause. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. I ain't never seen my prime servant because she's an orator. She speak. I have never seen her had to pause and compose. My madam servant had to pause and compose that one there, man. Like it was a symphony, man. Bittersweet thing called life. The question is, are you nervous? See, listen to this here, man.
My friend in the media here has got one fast question, really fast.
Shabtai Gold with DevX. Are you worried that all of this is going to lead to social unrest? Or maybe not?
Are you worried this is going to lead to social unrest? Let me put a closed caption for the man. I need y'all to pay attention to this. This man asked a crazy question. The man asked Miss Motley, are you worried that all this is going to lead to social unrest in Barbados? Where that question come from, family? The man asked Miss Motley, are you worried? Based on all she said in this interview, he concluded our prime servant is either A, worried, or B, like he said, or do you want the people of Barbados to take to the street? Now, why would he ask her? I mean, family, hold on a minute. These are international reporters. Let me phrase this. These are international journalists, not regular reporters. And there's a difference between a journalist and a reporter. Why I say that? Because look who they're working for. Rockefeller Foundation. Go do your math. Go do your homework. You don't get in that room just so. Furthermore, like the guy said, my friend here. So you know that he was appointed that question for last because prior to this, he said you're only taking one more question, just one. But somehow, wait, my friend got a question. Listen to the question again, family, and tell me what y'all honestly think.
Question, really fast.
Shabtai Gold with DevX. Are you worried that all of this is going to lead to social unrest? Or maybe not worried. Maybe you're looking forward to seeing people take to the streets.
I don't think that anybody who has their right mind in place will look forward to people taking and going to the streets and so.
Right. Of course, nobody right mind want to see that.
Social unrest.
But and going to social unrest. We don't want no social unrest. But oh dear God, Father Jesus, tell me what to tell this man quick, fast, and because I ain't got a clue where that question come from. I'm not prepared for that. But please, Father, give me something to tell this man that makes sense. Oh yeah, I could blame it on mental health. The people sick.
Look, I do believe that the world is facing a mental health epidemic.
Yeah.
Given the last 3-4 years.
Oh, so in other words, because of COVID, we know that we lock people in the house. We kind of put them on quarantine, make them wear masks, get them jobs, do all kind of stuff to them. And as a result of that, that might have increased some mental health issues that we caused the people to go through.
And I do fear that this is only going to add more and that we will see more anxiety within countries.
And yes, we have increased anxiety in our citizens. And I'm afraid that this particular situation will only make it worse.
And that's where I see these things as an investment and not as an act of charity to the global south. And I hope that the global north population will understand that they stand in the very same position that the population of the global south stands in. And if we don't get together and demand of our leaders that they lead, then we will pay the consequences for it one way or another.
We will pay it. If we don't demand our leaders to lead, we will pay the consequences for it one way or another. Okay. Family, I don't know what else I can say to you because I don't look. People ask me, why you just watch me? Why you just watch them there? Why? Why not show you why? I mean, she just tell you what coming. Why would I not read it writing on the wall and prepare accordingly? If we do not demand, not ask, not coerce, not beg, but demand our leaders to lead. If we fail to do so, we will pay the consequences one way or another. Crazy. Crazy. Climate change versus oil and gas. Why they take it from us, but they don't? They're not giving anything to us. It doesn't make any sense. Facts. Man, look, this thing crazier. She blow her like a whale. Man, look. Me, I love distractions. What you say? Detracting. The press is in control by the bigger ups. Facts, man. Facts. I love the way our prime servant takes thoughts like she's looking after the people, yet she's breaking our backs in reality. Oh man. But like she said, if you don't demand the government, if you don't demand the leaders to lead, you will pay the consequences one way or the other. The man said, are you afraid that this leads to civil unrest, or are you looking forward to civil unrest? He didn't say there wouldn't be any. The question is, are you afraid it will go that way, or are you looking forward to that when it happens? Look, listen, I don't know about y'all, right? But I don't know, family. That one day loaded. It loaded. That one day loaded. The response is, well, people got mental health problems. So if they're right, you can blame it on COVID. That's basically what that answer was. So rather than, do that, let's get some money so we can put some programs in place to help them. Because if not, we got a problem. One way or the other. If the people are sick, the heads must be sick too. That's why I said it started at the top. It starts at the top. Starts at the top. It's a bunch of people who do not care about black people. Selling natural resources. Well done, Mr. Politician, man. Business plans. It's called them business plans, man. We take the loan for the road and take a grant to build a stadium. Make it make sense, man. We look at the take the grant, fix the road. The stadium right now, encourage youths in sports. I ain't saying not, but prioritizing, I just saying. I heard somebody say Barbados will be the best place to live in the future. We don't doubt that. The question is the best place for who? Not assumptions for anxieties do not address the situation at hand, and what is to come is the question. I agree. You got to pay attention to what she's saying. If you know what the end game is, it's easy to connect the dots. Man, look, y'all on point tonight. Y'all on point. They care nothing about the people. They're going to try everything to run the people from their lands. Facts, man. 31st of July next. Listen, man, don't even start me with the month of July. This is the Jason season, family. Remember that. The plans are already in place. Look, family, this thing right here, the man said it plain and clear. Very, very clear. Very, 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 very clear. The question is simple. The question was simple. Let me get this question again. The question.
My friend in the media here has got one fast question, really fast.
Shabtai Gold with Devex. Are you worried that all of this is going to lead to social unrest? Or maybe not worried. Maybe you're looking forward to seeing people take to the streets.
Are you worried? Or maybe you're not worried. Are you worried? Or maybe you're not worried. Maybe you are looking forward to that. If what happened at the Powder Fete the other night, family, with people rushing through the place, seemingly very organized, despite it looked like chaos. There's such a thing as organized chaos here. I don't think those guys walked there one by one. It happened, just so happened to run into each other, and just so happened to move collectively, and just so happened to be dressed pretty much the same, and just so happened to rush the place at the same time, and just so happened to move in such a manner. There is something as organized chaos. I hope y'all paying attention, family. I really hope so, man. Because you can't blame everything on mental health. You can't blame everything on mental health. I bet they'll try to say my friend had mental issues next, right? Whole life you good. Somebody answer. Was that a question or the answer? Very good question, Halam. I honestly speaking, I felt he was aware of something that, bear in mind, this is the, wait, hold on a second. Let me go back here real quick. Y'all need to take account of one major thing. This is Rockefeller. This ain't St. George Bingo Club. This ain't the Boy Scouts Association of Barbados. This ain't the Girl Guys. This ain't your 4-H. This is the Rockefeller Foundation. Overstand what's going on here. This man, look. Are you worried? Why would he ask her if she's worried about that? Climate change. We're discussing climate change, oil, and natural gas. The man asked her, are you worried this is going to lead to civil unrest? Are you worried, or are you, maybe you're not worried? He might say, are you worried, or maybe you're not worried? But maybe you're looking forward. Man, look, I don't know, family. I just think that at this juncture, we better start paying attention on a serious note, serious note, because the evidence is clear. You know, between the hurricanes for the first time in 66 years, and the water scarcity, is our prime servant a prophet? Is she prophesying civil unrest, hurricanes, water scarcity? Are these prophecies, family? Tell someone. We want inquiring minds want to know. That's all I got to say. Inquiring minds want to know. Now, let me go and post that link as well. I would have done this before when she discussed stuff earlier, and I would have alluded to it in a previous podcast. I'm going to put that link in the comment for those who want to watch that whole interview and kind of relook and re-listen the whole thing, because a lot of things are said in that, for sure. Pay attention. But that brings me to this situation here. The press conference of June the 29th. As if it couldn't possibly get any worse.
In California, or it happens in Samoa, whether it happens in London or it happens in Argentina. Are we clear? That what matters is just getting the right projects that can stop the level of emissions of greenhouse gases and to be able to contain it. The problem is this. You heard that there was a big announcement in Scotland at Glasgow 2 years ago. Oh, there will be a JETP project in South Africa. South Africans burn a lot of coal because decades of apartheid left them in absolute poverty, and therefore the average person to eat needed food. Grandmother got to go and get the wood to burn the fire to cook.
Years of apartheid left the country in absolute poverty. Okay. Apartheid. What is apartheid, family? What is apartheid? Anybody could tell me? What is apartheid? Somebody please tell me. Let's go and take a look. Apartheid is defined as, in South Africa, ironically, a policy or system of segregation or discrimination on grounds of race. In other words, we look out for we. Indians look out for themselves. Chinese look out for themselves. Local whites look out for themselves. And the rest of wanna suck salt. That don't sound like South Africa to me. In fact, it sounds very much like Barbados. Is Barbados an apartheid state? And if so, if the results of apartheid is a poverty-stricken country and Barbados is an apartheid state, is it fair to deduce that we are destined for poverty to be poverty-stricken? Perhaps we're already there and don't recognize it. Serious. Please, somebody tell me, man. But wait, hold on, there's more.
All the countries who can do it and can afford it say, we're going to back South Africa. One problem, the cost of borrowing in South Africa has meant that the project has not been able to get off the ground. And that is largely because the cost of borrowing for the global South countries, former colonies, Africa, Asia, Latin America, Caribbean, that the cost we have to borrow at is significantly higher than what you can borrow at in Europe and North America and UK. And therefore, what we've said is that you've got to make the cost of borrowing similar across the board. One of the reasons for the cost of borrowing being higher is a credible, valid reason, and Sean, you can do work and explain this to the country in your publications, foreign exchange guarantees. And Professor Passad and others have done a paper on a partial foreign exchange guarantee, and the IMF is having a different approach to the possibility of foreign exchange guarantees to help reduce the cost of capital.
Reduce the cost of capital. Make it make sense, man. Why you feel the IMF lends money to these larger countries at a different interest rate or a less interest rate than what they lend these smaller Caribbean islands with a higher interest rate? The objective is to break the bank. They know you can't pay it back. Whatever they give you, they give you with the intentions and expectations that you will default so they can have their way. You want to delay them having their way. You want to delay them having their way. That's their objective, is to have their way. I don't know, man. I'm an economist, man, but make it make sense. Let me just deal with the matter really at hand I want to focus on, though. Let me get to it real quick. Let me go here real quick. Now I could go through this right here, but I gonna skip all this. Y'all need to watch this. I going right here. I going down the road. I going all the way down the road. All the way down the road.
Chairman, to ask them to use their, and that meeting is urgent. UNFCCC, which is headed by a former Grenadian minister, by the way, Simon Steele. And we feel that that meeting is urgent. In the closing ceremony, I said that it needs to happen in the next 4 to 8 weeks. And I'm writing the president of COP28 and the UNFCCC chairman to ask them to use their good offices to bring it about. This thing is real, huh? Don't get that. This is real. I've not gone to any part of the world where I have not seen the consequences of it. And the problem is that the rate at which it is happening is blinding. And that's what is frightening. You know, you had in Wyoming in December temperatures that come within 30 degrees of Mars.
Frightening.
Them things are supposed to happen on this earth. Okay? So I need us to protect ourselves and to ensure that we don't have to depend on another country for us to become migrants to it. Yes, ma'am.
Prime Minister, since you're
We don't have to depend on another country for us to become migrants. Let us hope we don't have to depend on another country for us to become migrants. I hope when they're listening and paying attention here. I really hope y'all listening and paying attention. And even playing that one back. If when they miss it, when they miss that one. If when they miss that one, when they miss that one. And I kid you not. I get right to the next one, man. I ain't even sticking up. Got warm up for them, man.
St. George. I'm supposed to be a St. George soon. Or from Santia. No problem.
The trip to the Netherlands is going to comprise largely members of the Barbados Water Authority team. We have the chairman, the deputy chair, a number of the technical persons as well, Dr. Mwanza, Charles Leslie, the engineers, and myself, of course. We've also added the chairman of National Housing, along with the civil engineer in that department as well. Now, Prime Minister has opened up a lot of doors for us in the last few years, and the Netherlands is another one that within recent weeks she has had the opportunity to speak with the Kingdom of the Netherlands, and in particular Delft University. And so we have had preliminary discussions, which then led to deeper discussions to try to figure out how can the Netherlands, who is well known for being able to, it's the best in the world in terms of being able to do a lot in terms of water resources. As a consequence, we've taken the opportunity to meet with a number of players there in the sector. So the university has been scheduling a number of meetings with us so that we can speak to a number of the operators. Out of this, we are hoping to be able to get a number of best practices for the Barbados Water Authority. We have to transform the Barbados Water Authority, and I think the best place to start is with one of the entities across the world and the countries across the world that is known for doing this at a particular standard. As PM says, we don't have the luxury of time on our hands, and we have to accelerate the process in terms of raising the bar for the Barbados Water Authority. And so we have to definitely go to where the countries are that have those best practices. So this delegation is also looking to be able to find some technical experts who can complement the existing staff of the Barbados Water Authority. Prime Minister said we need to get at least 2 persons to come back with us. I'm hoping that we can get more, because the reality is in any transition, you're going to need the additional hands to help make the light work. And while we have some skills within the BWA, they are often the same people who are being tasked with doing the same things. And therefore, we have to obviously strengthen the human resource capacity within the department.
So, recognizing, quote unquote, according to the Prime Minister, we do not have time. What is it that is being alluded to here, family? You know, is this something on the horizon that we are not aware of? Is it the case, hence the request for funds in emergency with a delayed interest, with a lower interest and the delayed in terms of repayment? Do they know something we don't know is the question. Do they know something we don't know is the question. That's the question. What are we going to do about that? Ask questions, family. Just ask questions. Because at this point, that is really all you can do. Ask questions. Simply ask questions, man. I don't know how we can work this one out. But it got something gotta give. Anyhow, wanted to touch that and the bank. Homework on this bank. I know y'all would know it by hearing it and seeing it. You know, it's been around for a little minute. But I say y'all do some homework tonight, though. It's not regular. Go do some homework, family. I want y'all to Google this bank, right? Go Google it. Let me tell you what to look for. And you can check online, probably the Wikipedia and probably the bank website itself. Look for the directors first of all. Find out if it's a subsidiary, and if so, who is the parent bank. I mean, you find out who the parent bank is, find out who owns the bank at that level. Because all the assets that this bank come into the region and acquire, whether directly or indirectly through a loan, whether government or private sector, I want y'all to understand that any asset purchased in this bank's name is the sole property of the bank and the bank's owner, directors, and stakeholders. Just keep that in mind. Homework time. Having said that, family, like I said, I wanted to do something for the sister, and I wasn't going to stick up because that really had me in a feeling a way today, a kind of way. So I feel the only right thing I could do would be to do what I felt would have been a tribute for her by just showcasing one of her videos that she would have sent me or would have had up and share it with the family. Yeah. That kind of thing, family. That kind of thing. This one here personal, man. This one here hit home. Can't make this stuff up, family. But go look that homework up, family. Before I get too much into the conversation with this bank, go look it up. Go look it up. Can't make this stuff up, man. Cannot make it up. Let me see here. If I send off this link here. Yeah. All right. I sent it. It go on viral. Let me get and open this thing here real quick. Yeah, family. Just play a little vibes here to the sister, man, and the family, and hope that everything go well with them and upful and joyful in this time. I ain't get it yet, so I ain't sure. Tell a friend. Oh, by the way, if you have not done it so far, make sure you like, subscribe to the page. That's how it go. Cannot go wrong with that. It's just one of those, spaces where we can gather and reason together, brethren and sistren. Yeah. Is it? I think so. I'm trying to see this thing load, but I ain't seen it in my inbox. I know. Seems to be a delay in the Wi-Fi. Oh, it's loading the video. Oh, my apology. My apology. We'll let that load. Yeah, family. Like I said, these days is some funny nights. So we gotta really look at this thing very holistic. It's all connected. Nothing is by chance. Nothing is at all by chance. So you gotta pay attention in these times to everything going on around you. Recognize things to what they really are, as opposed to looking at it as what you would like it to be. But the reality is, it's going to be what it is. It's going to be what it is. So make sure that you and your family have a plan. I keep stressing that. I can't stress it sufficient. Make sure you have a plan and work it to suit, because, like I said, this young lady, I can't really just, I just can't. I can't. So I'm going to play a video, light load here, and send a little tribute, send a tribute, not a little, but recognize and respect. And for anyone who've lost a family in this time, it's for Alexandra, man, also known as Ashley. You know what I mean? In my sin, no Savior, please come me. Oh, He's the only God. I am still your child, and I need a chance. Feel around. Yeah, short and sweet. Okay, so Sister right there was a real positive influence, a real positive spirit, positive, positive spirit. The kind that would do anything for anybody, man. You know what I'm saying? That would always be there to help other young people as well. You know, that type of spirit, always trying to help people and looking to achieve things for herself as a young lady. Had great ideas, very creative, very creative. Had her own, had her own line, skincare line. Had her own Alexandra Pyle was her name. Had her own skincare line. You know, it just don't seem to make sense, man. Don't make sense to me at all. And so, without really, looking at it in the way in which I suppose they would like you to look at it. For me, I'm looking at it very differently. Very differently, So just let me share another video real quick with your family. Let me share another video real quick. If you got loved ones, you got young people, you got children, family members, let's check up on your people, man.
Guys, I can't even explain, right? This is a big feeling. It's an intense big feeling because like when you work on something so hard. I started when I was 16, walking around with a little basket, to then setting up my little table in town, to then getting my store, to now being in England. I'm so grateful. Be consistent and you'll achieve anything your heart desires. Guys, I can't even explain, right? This is a big feeling. It's an intense big feeling because like when you work on something so hard. I started when I was 16, walking around with a little basket, to then setting up my little table in town, to then getting my store, to now being in England. I'm so grateful. Be consistent and you'll achieve anything your heart desires.
That's right. Be consistent and you would achieve anything your hearts desire. Well, I could tell you, family. What I could tell you. Like I said, is the youths. The youths. Let me give you one more, man. Just one more. Yes. Let me pause it. Now, this was an initiative, again, always about giving people, always about helping people. Always.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley and I'm the owner of Alexandra Billet Cosmetics. So I started this foundation and the theme is Girl Hold My Hand. So since I was pregnant, I've always been passionate about giving back to young mothers and women. So we have a couple products here available. We have some tampons, we got wipes, we got pampers, we got condoms, and we're having a Hot Girl Summer 2022. So we have to stay protected, girlies. So these products will be available for 2 weeks from the 16th of May, which is this Sunday, until the 30th of May. You can get 3 products maximum. So you can get like a pack of wipes and pampers and tampons and any 3 items you want.
She gave baskets. She put together a whole bunch of stuff for young ladies. They wanted to come to her store and just pick up whatever they wanted. No questions asked, whether it was sanitary napkins, contraceptives, whatever, soap, whatever cases. She put it all together and was basically offering young people the opportunity to come and just, if you need something, just come and get it. Don't say nothing, just collect it and be on your way.
Anything available, you can use the same verification. So see y'all soon.
Yeah, family. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. That's how it is. Like I said, if you got family, your little ones, you're not sure, just check upon them, family. Just make sure you check upon them and let them know that you're there. You're there. You're there. I don't know if our prime servant is a mystic or what, but in these times, family, like she said, you can always blame it on mental health. I don't take that lightly. I think we should really take this thing serious. Ashley, boy, that one rough. Boy, look, this thing here, family. Anyhow, I can play a tune for Ashley, man. Yeah, I can play a tune for Ashley. I don't normally play this tune, but I can play a tune for Ashley.
Them lock me up and throw out the key. Even when them lock me up and throw out the key, still I gotta sing. You know what I mean?
Ashley, trust me, man. You gonna fly again, man.
I was born in the street, I'm a fighter.
That's right.
I was born as a survivor. Yeah, my son, hear me again. I'm a fly again.
Energy to you and your family.
Even when they try to break.
Energy to you and your family, fam.
And God, I'm doing greatly. Yeah, my son, hear me again.
Fly, Ashley, here. Fly, man.
I'ma grow my wings again.
That's right.
I'ma fly again. Don't know how, don't know when. I'ma fly again. I'ma grow my wings again.
That's right, Ashley.
I'ma fly again. Don't know how, don't know when. I'ma fly again. Street love me daily. They can't see me, but I know they hear me. They can't touch me, know they feel me. Flow so magical like a genie from day one. Believe in yourself. Don't
believe in yourself.
Make you deceive in yourself.
Believe in yourself, man.
It could have never change.
It's always positive, family.
Devil stick them and lead them to hell. Them lock me up. Have me grieving myself. I'm saying to myself, when am I leaving this hell?
Facts.
To all my thugs in detention, doing life and still get extension. I'm saying this. I was born in the street, I'm a fighter. I was born as a survivor. Hear my song, hear me again. I'm a fly again. Even when they try to break me, thank God I'm doing greatly. Hear my song, hear me again. I'ma grow my wings again. I'ma fly again. Don't know how, don't know when.
Gonna fly again.
Promise to pay back to my enemies in time. Know you listening, you know this world is mine. I'm the diamond in the dirt they couldn't find. Yeah. Shut me out, wanna see me suffer, but I survive as things get tougher. Wasn't there when I was going through this gutter. Yeah.
Just came back for England, you know.
I know you're
doing great things, man.
But I'm still here in this jungle, sending my regards. Cause I was born in the street, I'm a fighter.
Right.
I was born as a survivor. Hear my song, hear me again. I'm a fly again. Even when they try to break me, thank God I'm doing greatly. Hear my song, hear me again. I'ma grow my wings again.
Good people, man. Good people, man. You rest well, family. You rest well, family. You rest well, family. Family, this thing real here. That's what I gotta say, man. It's one of them days, family. It's one of them days, real hectic, man. Like this situation change the course of everything. You know what though? That's why we can't give up, family. Can't, man. You know what I mean? People will say that, you know, she did this and she that. The system is who fail her. We is who fail her. All of us. This is how the game go, right? Politically incorrect. Well done, politician, man. Wonderful job selling out the country with your business plan. Well done. Well done. Haile Selassie the First, Empress Reserve. One perfect balance, family.